Hi, welcome to your channel. This is Stasi Revolution 1111. Vanakkam, this is Vinod here. Welcome to your channel, and I hope all of you are doing good. I'm doing great. And so today I was thinking of what was the next topic that I wanted to talk about in the series which I have already created under the transformation journey, right? So if you have not followed me before, or if this is the first time you're seeing this video, please do check out the playlist which talks about the different various ways in which the steps that you can follow in order to undergo certain transformation that will be helpful for your life, for transforming different aspect of your life. So you can apply it either in your personal life, like a relationship. It can be in your work life, a career, or it can be a relationship or a friendship. Anywhere you can apply, or even if it is financial matters. So yeah, so that being the concept. So now I'm that series I'm planning to take today. So talk about vibration, the emotional vibration level of us. Okay, so I've touched about this vibration level in one of the videos, I think so, a little bit. So yeah, there's like, as I've talked in previous thing, I've talked about energy, right? Like energy and vibration, we vibrate at our body in general. If you see, look, though it is flesh, blood and bones and things like that, end of the day we are made up of the molecules, or like atoms and all, right? So end of the day they have a vibration. So the more the vibration, whether the a cell can contain a positive energy or a negative energy, and depending on how we are, our emotions are, and what kind of a life we are living, so it can carry the kind of energy within each cell. Okay, so that's where it stores in your subconscious, and it gets accumulated in different parts of the body and things like that. There are lots of detailed studies on this, but I just wanted to give you a small little, what to say, like a very high level information about this, so that you can get a quick idea about it. And then if you want further information, I'll direct you to the source of all this information where you can get from. So one thing is the key thing of I don't know whether you have this information or not, but the earth as such, what I've learned from my last time, I've gone through going through a transformation or a spiritual awakening journey. It's been about a year since I've kind of consciously going through this journey. Before that, it has done subconsciously things are going on. I didn't really understand, and only last year onwards I've consciously known that I'm going through a spiritual awakening and started to learn many of the things. So one of the key thing is the earth as such is going through a shift. Okay, so earth is vibrating at a certain level of frequency. Let me not put any numbers to that or anything. Certain frequency, it is at a lower frequency. Okay, it was being vibrating at a lower frequency. The thing is and the whole concept of what to say, the earth was supposed to be a place of heaven, if I understand correctly. If it is supposed to be the place where we find peace, harmony and love, and be joyful. But we all know that how we feel when we live in this place, right? Most of us, I'm not saying everyone, but most of us, we feel like, is it hell or earth, or, is it heaven or hell? We kind of compare to that level of extremes, right? Because we see the kind of the difference in like the poverty and all these problems and day-to-day stress and all these things, hardships of life and all, we see and we feel that much, right? So what has happened is, earth as such has been vibrating at a lower frequency so far. So because of that, because it has been operating at a very lower frequency so there has been I'm not going into more of a details, where I'll separately take it about ascension, what is the concept of ascension and all. So just keep this in mind as a background information. Just don't get, if you don't want to believe this, just forget about it for time being. I'll tell you that later. Just as an increase in, so what they have to do is, like, in order to there's earth itself has to kind of ascend. Okay, So how we personally have to ascend, Earth itself is moving to a higher frequency vibration. So when you move, that is the kind of the Earth itself is going through undergoing a transition, okay, transformation. So in that case, it has been going through, and we are all playing a key part in that, okay, and that's how we have been our spiritually awakened to perform certain role in this world, so that we all calibrate, since we are all, since the earth was previously vibrating at a lower frequency, we are all tuned to a certain frequency to operate in, so it was fine, but it is moving to a higher frequency now. So the it's already moving, already the thing is happening. So what happens is that uh, um, there are certain set of people who would help in the ascension process of the earth, and also to awaken rest of them, or to kind of mask in a sense, like just kind of spread this information, so that we increase the vibration of the people also, all of our friends, family, and all our whoever we come across. So that's why we certain people are spiritually we awaken, and then we start to see what is the life purpose is, to kind of start doing this kind of we kind of realize that our role is to kind of transform ourselves to come into a level where we ascend also, we also become into a high vibration. So we kind of see what all we need to remove. So then we have to help the others also to follow a similar path what we have followed, to make their life easier, because sometimes we go through some path, or the follow a way, or follow I say a path, I would say, just which nobody has gone before. We ourselves have to kind of struggle and go through, and then come out of the other end, and maybe after that we would know, right, like this lessons learned, and how I could have done it better. And that's what we are doing. I'm doing it here because I'm just giving you the key things that you can adapt, you can do, in order to ensure that you also ascend along with the earth's ascension. Okay, so that's then only we can all kind of match to that earth's change in frequency, and we can live harmoniously with that. So in order to understand what is that, first we need to understand basically the emotional vibrational levels is there. There's a scale. There has been a study done by one of the scientists, I believe he's a psychiatrist based. He's like he's one of the best known in a scientific field, I believe, where he has kind of put a measurement to all our at what vibration we operate. Like generally, we can see at what level we operate. If we are in certain level, certain emotion is expressed, certain feelings are there. So you can then see at what vibration you are in. Okay. So now, what has happened is, now the more the negative energy, if you're more in the negative aspect of your emotions, the frequency is like very low frequency you operate. Okay, so because that is the concept, if the more negativity is there, the lower frequency you operate. So the better and positive emotions, if you're in, you will be in a higher frequencies. Okay, so there has been a scale of 1 to 0 to 1000. There is a scale called energy. So in that scale, he has plotted how different types of emotions, at what level they operate. So which means, if you're feeling that kind of, if you have that kind of emotion at any point of time, you know at what level you're operating in. Okay, what vibration level. Now, what has happened, since Earth was in the 3D level, when a lower frequency, we were allowed to operate at a lower vibration, whereas more negative energies also were there. So that's why you see all around the world, all negativity is so much there, and it is coming to a place where everything is getting cleansed. That's what the whole thing is going to go happen in the coming months and the following year and all 2021. So we are going through a cleanse to make sure that all of us let go of all the negativity, and then start ascending and becoming matched to the Earth's frequency. So this is the scale. So now, if you want to know, like, there's doctor, I think so, Dr. David Hopkins. He's a, you can check his books on regarding the conscious level, or you can talk about emotional vibration levels. He's the one who's plotted that scale. I think I've had this, so I've had a board in which I have all that. I'll show you all that to you, so in order to kind of understand where emotional level we are in. Okay, I'll just it's your knee. So do you see this? Okay. So for example, this is the vibrational, emotional vibrational scale. Okay. So if I would, okay, whichever is better to see. Yes. I'm not a good teacher though. I can. Okay. So now let's see. So if you see, this is. Oh, yes. Okay. Now, okay. So do you see this is the levels where 1 to 1000, 700 plus to 1000. It is it's above. So this is the state of enlightenment. Okay. Now 700 is like if someone is vibrating at that level, there are very few people like Mahatma Gandhi, Nelson Mandela, and our I forgot the Mother Teresa. They all were operating at that level because they had attained this enlightenment. Okay, and whereas above thousand is all Jesus Christ consciousness, and Buddha all have reached the 1000 level. 1000. This scale is showing from 700 plus because because it is very difficult to attain this state. But that is what we all sometimes. For me personally, I am the urge is to get into this level or more. Okay, so so that is it is achievable. It is nothing that we all can do that. It's nothing much, but we need to come out of all this lower vibration. Okay, so now what does this means? See, when we are mostly when we are born, we are mostly contracting the lower vibration frequencies. Mostly we have all this by nature. We get it inherit from our what to say, like from our previous generation or anything from our family. Everything we inherit, all these speech, all these kind of things we basically know. So the lowest of all vibration is when you operate at shame. Okay, when you're feeling shameful of doing something wrong, and you're just feeling shameful, oh God, feel disgusting about, that is at 20, the lowest of vibration. Okay, so when you have that emotion, you're operating as such a low negative vibration. You're having a negative vibration. Now, so so basically this is all. So if you see that each one is a guilt, apathy, grief, fear, desire, anger, pride, and courage, and neutrality, naturality, and willingness, acceptance, reason, love, joy, peace, and enlightenment. So now what happens is, so what we are doing is, so far on the earth we have been operating mostly, it is between we rarely go into this state. We just now and then touch this state, or once in a while touch this state. Like we are not all, we are never in this place or constantly. Okay, we can be in any of these states here and there and here, and mostly we operate in this 3D level of consciousness. Okay, that is normal human being. If you are a normal person who's not undergone any kind of transformation, and you are just heavily in work, operating without any kind of spirituality or anything that helps you personally grow, you will be heavily in the lower vibration scale. Okay, so and once in a while you go into joy when you're like happy, or in your fall in love. Like sometimes you operate in that level sometimes, and most of the time if you have all the other ways, if you operate, it'll come down. Okay, so once in a while you go there, most of the time you're operating at other level, it will pull your vibration down most of the time. So that is the. So now what happened was, this was the chart which I kind of started to. I haven't had any idea before I started my transformation journey. So then only I kind of understood that the concept of transformation was for us to overcome how we see, as the earth is ascending, earth will go to a point where it is going to go and allow people who operate from this 500, who are love and above. Okay, whoever is able to achieve this level, who can operate continuously in this level, is the one who's going to really, who's going to really survive and thrive and live a life in the future. Okay, so this is the ascending. This earth is literally let going all this kind of vibrations because it will never allow any more lower frequencies. So if so, that's the reason why it is kind of little important if you are watching this video to be little bit more pay more attention for some of the videos which I posted previously, the transformation videos. What can I do now? Okay, now you might say, what are you talking about? Like, why is all of a sudden this happening? So this is what I also got. I also was not sure till I was till last year when I got started this journey, right? Like awakening. That's where you learn one by one, one by one. I did lots of research in the sense like read many articles. Many people have through different. Spiritual leaders and through different teachers and other I mean, I've done lots of learning. Actually, it was like 1 year minimally did any kind of studies and like normal TV watching. Never ever, I didn't go into that. I was more into understanding this whole concept because for me, blindly don't want to jump into spirituality. I just want to pray to God. No, it was not my case. This was something happening to me and I really needed to understand whether it was some kind of a scam or right, what is this spiritual awakening? For me, I had nothing, no clue about it, and I had to go into it. Means like I was wondering, is this for real or am I imagining something and dreaming and doing something? Because there was nobody else to really I could relate to. None of my friends or none of my circle had any clue. But then everything in YouTube I got through, like it was just a wonderful transition that comes through. That is where I say it's all divinely timed. They say it's timed because it's like the higher powers will move you into places where you have to learn things. We expose you to certain videos, certain information, certain ways. You start understanding, okay, this is happening. Okay. So yeah, so with that being said, then that's where I landed into this understanding of consciousness. So what we are doing is, consciousness is like how much of your conscious mind. Your conscious mind is always bound with what to say, you are always bound with like your thoughts. Okay, your thoughts are either from your past, what's happened, or you're going to have what's going to happen in present, and you go clogged with in your own world, in a small world you operate. Okay, the world in which you feel your problems are surrounding you, everything. So one has to go beyond that. Who you are, who am I is the question. So you need to get an answer. That's where you'll end up in this place. When you keep on asking questions and you go in search of that, that's where you end up in enlightenment. Okay, so for that only, this is where when you move from operating at these vibration level, as you have to go up and up and up and operate at this level, that's where the transformation it's called transformation. Like each of the things you let go, and practice to a point where you operate from this level above. So first, this is what we are going towards. And once you know the real purpose of who am I, and you increase your consciousness level to this level, this enlightenment is like nothing but you feel, you sense that you are not alone. You are connected to everything in this world. Okay, that is what the realization has to come from within, rather than thinking about selfish ways of living or selfish way of thinking, me, my family, my things, my money, my things and all. If you keep on thinking, that is operating at a very lower frequency. Okay, so that would come in any of these desires, like whatever you see, like pride, courage, so willing. So it can go into any of these levels. I have much more refined version of this also is there, that I can show you probably later. If not in his, I'll put a link to his book. Actually, you can take in my description. It will be there. You can have a look and read it. It's like wonderful book to read. I mean, I've read some of it, and actually I've been doing so much of reading, so sometimes I'm not able to go through. So this is one of the wonderful scale. Okay, now what does it mean is, when we are in mostly suffering alive, my life is full of suffering and it's like hardship and things, we operate at a very low frequency. Okay, this is the lowest of frequencies we operate, and then as we go up and all, it is getting by, and then we go to the flow state. Flow state is nothing but we will be in the flow. Like we are not worried about future, we will be living the present moment. What happens now, what we pay attention to that, do the job which we are doing. Okay, next, and we go with the flow, what comes up, rather than thinking I'm doing something here, thinking about tomorrow, or getting worried and sitting and worrying about tomorrow, rather than being happy, joyful in this present moment, being in love, love for ourselves and love for all others. That's why your self-love video is there, right? Like that is one of the key things, that to love ourselves and to love who's next to you, even your, could be a family or it could be a neighbor. Love them. Love them means just be good to them, be know them, and then be good to them mutually. So as we spread love, wherever you go, spread love, operate at love. Anyone operating at a lower level cannot do anything to you. Okay. Now, so look at the scale. So this is where we have to move into a vibration level of 500 and or above. So we have to go increasing our vibration. It is called increasing our vibration. So we need to increase our vibration. See, so the major challenge for me was, I didn't know how will I increase this vibration to that level, right? We never imagined that we could, how can one live without fear, without shame, guilt, this, I mean, and then we'll have all these things. And the beauty of it was, I was thinking, how, I mean, what in the world, what are they talking about? How can we just go above and just live in this? Is it possible also? And that's where I had to, that is what the whole journey was all about. Okay. So what happened was, now, everything. So what we do is, for example, how we start doing is like this, how to increase my vibration. So every single day, what are things that I could do to increase my vibration? So vibration is nothing but, you can maintain a vibration at, see, you can sit at home and start worrying, oh God, this work is not done, I have to pay my bill, this one is not done. Rather than thinking like that, can you think about, put a music, for example, just switch on the music, a good vibration or any music that makes you feel happy, and then that gives you joy, like you feel pleasant, or do just even going out for walk. Okay, when you are when you are in a state of peace or happiness, automatically your body starts vibrating at a higher level. So we need to see how much we can keep on operating at. Once you're operating at a higher vibration, the more positive things comes to you. Okay, so that is the key concept. I'll tell you about few more things that are in this in the next video. I'll talk about intuition, which will come into this, which also needs to be taken care, because I'll talk about mind and heart, thinking from a mind or thinking from your heart. There's another important concept that we need to know. So but I thought I'll talk about the vibration, then talk about next talk about the intuition, which will help us. So just keep in mind, so once you're operating at the level of, see, or normally, right, if you're peaceful, you take better decisions, right? You take better decisions, you feel, see, if you go out for a walk and come and then feel free and stress free, and then you talk to your family very well, your atmosphere changes, you feel good about it, you feel happier. But the same thing, if you are stressed out and things, the same environment, if you're there, you can yell at your like your wife or your husband or whatever it is, and your kids for that matter, you start feeling little bit, okay, 1 second, I have to, my storage is like, I'll just restart one. Yeah, so I'm just back. Okay, so what I was telling is, so you can see the difference, right? How you operate and how you can change the environment. So that is the key thing for, so why we are moving toward higher vibration is, in order to bring about a healthier lifestyle, healthier environment, and to live, like once you start, each house starts this kind of an vibrating at this level, what you think about how the world would change if you are operating at love, peace, and joy above that. You are not in anywhere angry about anything, and you just imagine a world of that kind. This is what we are going towards, and it might look a little, oh, what is he talking about? Some fantasy or something? No, this is the reality we are going towards. The more you you will get to know as we go into the coming year, you will start understanding. So it's better that we start adapting to, even though, even if it is not happening for a whole world or not, if you're personally feeling, think about it, the more it's not for anybody else you're doing it, it's for your own purpose and your own family, for your own gain. So it doesn't matter the world does it or not, but we start doing this for ourselves, our environment will be so happy for us. That's what at the end of the day we need, right? So as we so that's what we are trying to do, is to achieve this. This is what the information that I'm passing on is, to reach that level. So, and also to help, how do we reach this kind of a vibrational level? So as I said, there are few techniques that you can do, but the key thing is always, first thing is like basic things you can do, which is much more easier. So what is that? Is like going for a walk, listening to music, okay? So these and doing something which is creative, which you feel happy to do about, and things. So now, so these basic things would be like always, like feeding animals and spending time with your like you have a dog, cat, and things. All those things which makes you feel happy. Anything that makes you feel happy, even any kind of pleasure, but not just like alcohol and all the time. It's like, well, you're allowed, but it's just that you need to be in a place where you take care of your body also. Like you have to maintain your body also to be taken care. Mind, body, and soul. So okay, so these three have to take care. So what happens is, mind, body means like physically, whether you're you can do some kind of, go to the gym and exercise, or you can do yoga, all the other practice like meditation and things, that so that could bring you more into the higher vibration. If you do meditation, is the best way to achieve higher vibration. Otherwise you can do gardening or these kind of things, whichever extracurricular. You can play, go out and play, whatever you the more outdoors and outside environment you're there, taking in fresh air, breathing fresh air, and then just running and making your body active and things like that, always keeps you in that state. So that is a high vibration. Now what happens is, now the next key thing is how to maintain when we have so many low lower emotions, right? So basically the lower emotions, if you go into the thing, is another big that is where the effort comes into picture. Your personal what to say, you have to work on yourself. Those all requires a little bit of effort in order to make sure that we get rid of that emotion itself. We need not be in that emotional level, we need not go into that emotional level. So so it's one of the toughest thing, not toughest, I wouldn't immediately put a toughest. It is one of the challenging things, task to do, but some will do it easily, some can for some will take it little difficult, I mean take more time, because our beliefs and things all come into picture. The subconscious programming all will bring us down to that place, okay? So now how do we, so this is the vibrational scale, and just remember this. So the next time when we, if you are more operating at above this love and above, this is the level 500 or above, is the going forward we are operating. But anything, just remember this, where you are in, which scale you are in. This is all slowly will not be decided. If people are in this, operating at this level, they cannot sustain living on the earth for long, okay? So this is what we have to give up, all these kind of qualities or emotion, the kind of feelings that we can go through, or environment which we are in, is it kind of creating such kind of thing. We have to either move out of that, or trying to work on us to get rid of all those emotions, and to, once you release those emotions, you will start operating at this level, okay? Those are negative emotions, mostly are negative emotions, okay? So this is the key thing for transformation, okay? The key thing for transformation is to letting go all those kind of bad negative emotions. The negative emotions can, as I said, I'll take on in the next video. So basically the next video I'll show you about specifically certain things that you can do in order to overcome, release some of these emotions which are there existing with you, or which is triggering those kind of emotions within you. I'll try and cover as much as possible, and what solution you can apply, and then you can let go. But for now, in basic thing that you do is what I told about, like your hobbies and things that you follow, and meditation, and these few things you start working on. So basically you make it a habit to daily go for walk, one thing, go out for walk, fresh air and things. But if it is cold the other one is to ensure that you daily try and grounding. There's a concept called grounding. Grounding is nothing but to completely like a ground, like you understood putting bringing your entire thing onto the earth itself. So whatever getting what is it? I'm not getting the right word. It's ground. Because if you're you in order to get a proper balance and kind of what to say, like a proper foundation and a grip on this earth, you have to ground yourself. Okay, your frequency, everything, it also observes an earthing, they say, in electric when your electricity, they say earthing is like they have a separate thing to send out the negative energies. Anything to balance your energy, you just send that to the ground, earth, right? Like that we need to ground. In order to ground, what we have to do is either we kind of touch the trees by hand and just feel that, and you'll get it. Otherwise you need to walk on barefoot on on the grass or in the mud, on the earth. Basically on the earth you have to your body contact has to be there. Okay, so that way it's just a amount of 1 or 2 minutes or 5 minutes or more. The longer you spend your time outside, do things outside, it's one of the things. And work on things which are hobbies. Work on those, painting or any other thing, professional works also, fashion designing, all these things where you are more creative and where you are and work in places where you feel you working with passion. Okay, those all are makes you vibrate at a very high level. Okay, that's why once you vibrate at a high level, it is going to. Oh, so what's the benefit? Benefit is, one is you get a complete peace of mind. Your life will be like living in heaven. And also then the kind of people that you come across will be pleasant. You meet the right people, you get the best opportunities, you get the best place to work, you get I would say good relationships, you will get healthier lifestyle, healthier body, mind and soul, and then you'll have your financial things all going up in this. Okay, so it all elevates. So this is what we are going towards. So this is the benefits of operating at a higher vibration. So I hope you get it. So I was just listening and I just missed it. So just take a walk, go for a walk, and then do an exercise if you want, or meditate. Definitely meditation is part something which is important. You can do apart from that, if you're going for gym or you're going for the for any other kind of dance, or you take dance classes, anything, these kind of things you do, and try and see your happiness. You need to be constantly like just check on yourself. What emotion am I? Am I really am I happy, am I unhappy? Like you can say, gauge yourself. So that is your kind of a meter, measuring one. So whether I am in a negative operating at a lower vibration or a higher vibration. So always think, once you feel happy about something, see, happiness, joy and everything, no need, there's nobody going to give it to you. Okay, don't expect another person to come and give you happiness, another person come and give you love, the other person is coming and giving you joy or anything. Only thing, everything is we only have to we can create ourselves. If you decide to be happy, you can always be happy, right? Like you can listen to music, as I said, so many things are there to do. You can do it yourself. You need not require anybody else to help you with that. Okay, it's good if you are with friends, you can have a whatever group activity or anything like that. But even if you have, but not in a place where you gossip and all these things you do with the friends. That's not a healthy way of living. It's more to do have a constructive discussions where you're happy to share your ideas, and like a kind of those kind of things which elevates you basically. So that is another thing. And then to start working in places, working part-time or full-time, if you're working in jobs where it makes you feel happy. Some people are fortunate enough to work in areas where they have complete passion for it, right? So those people operate at a very high level because they're full-time working with the passion, with the heart and the happiness and joy of it. They're not stressed out, or they are not like either like stressed out in maybe schedule and things. But then that also is important. We have to see to that we balance our body, don't give pressure to our body and things like that. So this is what we need to align. The next other than that, we can also do, so as I said, dancing and cooking, whatever activities where you feel good. So try and engage yourself in places where you feel good about, and kind of keep doing, engaging yourself in activities which makes you feel happy. So the more, rather than, and also constantly keep an idea and look at how you're behaving, whether in this whether you're in a negative behavior or in a positive one. So, okay, so the more you start going towards your positive emotions, and you're living in that feeling more, you have more and more things, your surrounding environment, everything changes accordingly. Okay, so now this is the first video of this vibration related changes, the emotional vibration scale, and how to increase the vibration level of at an individual level. Okay, now the next video which I'll take is talking about the low. If you're operating more in the lower vibration, what are the ways we can kind of get out of it? What is the cause, and how we can get out of it? And basically, as I said, this is all something that I'm not telling because I'm reading from the book and suggesting. This is personally I've gone through. I have gone through. I constantly do all this. Basically, even I just morning I do meditation, then I do my a bit of prayer, and I do cleansing of the house, and then I have to, then on top of that, then I start working on certain things. Like for example, I had to I was in a work or a workplace where I was not aligned with my life purpose, or it was not giving me anything. As I said, it was not a job which I did it just for because I was getting good money. I was working in a software company. So I finally had at one point of my transformation, I quit the job because it was not more anymore giving me. It was more negative. People were negative, and the work was also totally. I was not having peace at all. So then I had to quit, and then I moved. I started working on my understanding what is my passion, how to start, and then that's where I'm starting these kind of. This channel is one of the ways, and other business which spiritual related business I'm starting. And like it took me a lot of courage to come out of to this place. Okay, that is the level of transformation. Awakening process will make you feel more courageous to take decisions, bold decisions which you might not take when you're if you're not going to go on such kind of things, because we operate in lower vibrations, fear and all these things. No, the fear would prevent you from taking any action. So I had to overcome all that. That is where this transformation journey was so important for me, because it has helped me to reach this place where I can today sit and talk about it, not only talk about it, and start establishing my own business, where previously I was never ever thinking, even always tied to working with a single company, and I usually think, oh God, what will happen, whether there is this quarter they will renew or next year it will be there. We usually see layoffs and things were so common these days, and now constant pressure, and I never imagined that I would be in a place where today I'm talking about business, starting my own business, starting my channel, talking so many things about it. I would never have ever imagined that I would be in this place talking to you, all of you. Even though this is my new channel, I talk with so much of confidence that I know that people will be attracted, pulled to this channel, because that is the confidence I have. Okay, so the more you operate at a level where you want to help people, you want to give them your love and joy, peace, everything that the knowledge that you've gained, you want to share with them. The more you do it in that level, in a positive level, and you put it out there, people automatically will come into us. The universe, the God, anyone, they will automatically give us the same thing return to us. Okay, so that is the basic concept that you operate. So this is operate. So that's why I'm doing everything which I've personally been doing it. I'm walk the talk, not someone just talks and doesn't do it in the personal life. And also I do my grounding daily, and I go out for the nature, just go out and feed the animals, and also do I do other new things that I've learned. Basically, once you're spiritually awakened, you kind of got to know your spiritual gifts. Gifts means like I've developed my psychic abilities, my clairvoyant abilities. Like I worked on those things, and then I now do tarot readings. I do all these things basically. So I've developed those kind of skills, additional skills, and help people. And also I'm learning a little bit of psychology, and I've done my healing courses. I've done my healing, and I start giving healing to people. So all these things I developed personally, so that I'm aligned to my what was my soul craving and what was my interest. I'm aligning myself to those kind of careers. So this is something that you should not take it lightly, take it seriously. And if I can achieve, if I can become this within a year of transformation, I think if you follow these basic things within no time, you can also achieve great things, is what I will say. And I want all of you, if whoever's watching this, please do take this little, give it a little serious thought, and then share it with all your friends and community wherever you can. And I want to see if if my words reach out to different people, at least few of them, I'll be mostly very happy. And I would really thank you for being helping me with that and growing this channel. But in the end, what we need is each one of you, if you have learned this concept, please pass on to your friends, family, whoever is there. Let this information keep passing on. Okay, this is nothing that I only have to pass out. This is already there. There are teachers who are each one is telling in different way, but the appeal, when I tell and when I talk to people, me and my friends and family all start listening to it rather than some other spiritual teacher talking. Similarly, that's what I'm approaching. There might be something that you might like in me to follow something. Okay, so that's why I'm doing my thing, my part in this life, to ensure that we all ascend and live a life where we are supposed to live a life with complete happiness, peace, joy. So think about it. Think about it. You can completely live in this. Be living in a heaven. That's where we are going to live. We are going into age of Aquarius, which is the age of golden age. So these are things which will come in astrology and things. So I don't want to deal with that right now. I'll take in a separate thing when I about astrology and things like that. So so for now, so watch this video and watch the next video which I will post on how we can can come out of these low vibing, so low frequency emotions, right? How to permanently remove from our our emotional from our mind, and then how to, once you remove that, you need not suffer that pain again. You'll start releasing, and your frequency, your general frequency gets elevated. So the more, if you're operating at high frequency, suddenly when you're a happy place, suddenly someone comes and you start fighting and you get angry, and you're in this place where go low 20-30 means, like what you're operating at 500, say 500 or then you go into the average 500 plus 20 by 2, like that your thing starts getting pulled, like general average vibration will go down. Okay, so we are looking at an average vibration of a person to be 500 or above in the future. Okay, so which means that you can't operate at anything lower than love. Okay, as I said, the indication of this one. So this is where we are reaching towards. So there's no place for all these emotions going forward. If you're operating that, you'll be left out in this, and the earth itself will cleanse people out. Okay, so let's get into that. There's nothing, I'm not scaring, I'm just telling this is what, just see all these things, how we are going to go out of it is the next video I'll talk about that. So please do watch it if you like what I'm talking about and things like that. Just please do encourage and support me, and I'll be happy to share more videos of such things. And on also on the personal front, I'm planning to start some coaching on one-to-one, or anyone who's interested who want personal timings with me to go get some personal inputs and things like that. I will start such things in future. But for now, I'm really thankful for listening to my videos and helping me and promoting me, and sharing my videos with others. And please, right now I'm just establishing one person, doing things to establish myself. So I hope the things might be little here and there, and I'm trying to improve myself constantly, and I shall improve my videos also to have a better picture. But this is what I am naturally, so I hope all of you kind of like it. And at the same time, my as I said, my videos will send you healing as well. So I hope you get a little bit of what to say, a sense of peace and calmness when you're listening to these videos. And please do just go through this kind of things and do additional information. If you want more details, you can, I'll just post some related links where you can go and search the information. Okay, you can add more details, rather than I'm just giving you a very quick high level so that I expose you to that information. You can go and do a major research if you want, or just stick with me, and then I will give you the key points so that you follow that and you can get on with your life. Okay, so that's what the whole thing is all about. So with that, I think I've covered for this video what I wanted, and I hope you understand what is vibration, what is vibrational, emotional vibrational scale, and what we are operating at. Earth is like at the 3D and it's moving to 5 dimension. So I'll talk about that in a separate thing, and then like lower frequency to higher frequencies. So we also have to move to higher frequency. How we elevate ourselves to higher frequencies by getting rid of all these lower frequencies. Okay, so that is our goal. So that is where so I've talked about how to be in a high vibration things. What are activities you can involve. The next thing I'll talk about, we are in a lower frequencies, how we can achieve this, go to higher frequencies. Okay, so see you in the next video. Hope you liked and all. So thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Take care. Bye.